Now, why am I making this ranting video? It's just because I am very concerned about the future of Hunt Showdown and where it's going. If this is the marketing strategy and monetization strategies they are going to use in the future, I fear for it to go much further in this direction. Yeah, about that. Heyo everyone, I'm Freeze Engine and welcome to another Hunt event critique video. If you haven't seen my previous video on the last event, the gist of that video was that I was critiquing the monetization tactics strategies of that event with a loyalty bonus where you had to buy a 1000 Blood Bond legendary choke bomb and the newest DLC pack for Hunt Showdown to receive a 800 Blood Bond loyalty reward. And as you've seen from the clip in the beginning, I kind of feared the monetization strategies worsening with the next upcoming events. And to be honest, when I fired up Hunt and the newest event yesterday, I was actually shocked because, in my opinion, it did get a lot worse. So I want to break my concerns down with you and show you why I personally think the newest monetization strategies used by Crytek in this event are actually kind of scummy, if you ask me. So, as with every event, there are obviously free items, free rewards that you can get. And if you've played Hunt Showdown for a while now, you have seen events where you could basically get a couple of legendary weapon skins, and on top of that, for the completion of the event, you did get rewarded with a new legendary hunter. They didn't charge you for any of those legendary skins whatsoever. The only thing you could buy with blood bonds were these syringes, event specific syringes, which would boost your event point progression. Now, this time around, it is a bit different because Hunt, or Crytek I should say, they introduced the Battle Pass mechanic. And I'm usually not a big fan of these Battle Passes, but you know what? In the past event, in my opinion, it was okay, I guess, because you could spend 1000 blood bonds for the Battle Pass, which would kind of reward you with legendary weapon skins, you know, the ones that you got for free, the past events. But still, you did also unlock more Blood Bond rewards during the event progression, which kind of meant you didn't actually have to spend 1000 Blood Bonds because you were rewarded some Blood Bonds back. So it's kind of not justified, but it is okay, as I've said before. I don't think that's super scummy, that's alright in my book. Now with the current event, Tide of Shadows, as you can see on screen, you do get another free legendary hunter, or huntress I should say, and oh boy, a legendary knife, which actually looks pretty dope if you ask me. I really like the look of that, and some weapon charms. Now, same as the last event, you also do get new weapon variants and new weapons altogether, but those are unlocked anyway after the event, so these new weapons will become regular bloodline unlocks. So you can basically just earn the early access to those weapons by playing the event. Now, the Battle Pass, you might wonder, what will the Battle Pass bring to the table if you actually decide to spend 1000 blood bonds? Now, the Battle Pass is kind of jam-packed with rewards. So as you can see on screen, you have to buy the Battle Pass if you want to get any of the legendary weapon skins for these new weapons and weapon variants that Hunt have introduced during this event. You do also get a couple of more charms, yay, and another legendary hunter. So, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, 1000 blood bonds for a hunter and quite the handful of legendary weapon skins. is actually very cheap. Plus, the Battle Pass also unlocks the challenges for you, in which you can also earn more Blood Bonds back. So all in all, if you buy the Battle Pass for 1,000 Blood Bonds, and just imagine you play through the whole event, you complete the event progression, and you do not miss a single challenge during the, 56 days the event goes for, you are looking at a Blood Bond reward of 1,050 Blood Bonds. So it is not a bad deal. You pay 1,000 Blood Bonds, and if you manage to complete everything and do all the challenges, not only do you get a legendary hunter, but you get some charms and basically all the event exclusive legendary weapon skins. And you even get 50 Blood Bonds on top. So it is basically a win if you're able to complete everything, as I've said. Now, here is where it gets scummy, in my opinion, because as you can see on screen now, there are two variants to the Battle Pass, I guess I could call it. So, as I've said before, you either get the Battle Pass for 1,000 Blood Bonds, or you get the Battle Pass bundle, which does include, obviously, the Battle Pass. You get a third Legendary Hunter, event exclusive, 10 event levels, and also additional event points through Tide of Shadow event exclusive challenges. Those are just part of the Battle Pass, so I'm not sure why they just put it in there if they had Battle Pass right as the first point, so whatever. You have to pay 3,150 Blood Bonds for that. And you might be thinking, okay, that is quite a lot of Blood Bonds, especially if you haven't been playing Hunt for a while. If you don't know, 1,000 Blood Bonds roughly translates to 10 euros. I guess you could say $10 as well. So you would have to spend, let's just say $30 for the Battle Pass bundle. And then you think, all right, I'm set. I paid for the Battle Pass bundle. I paid up big time. But that is not it. You still do not have all the event exclusives, even if you buy the Battle Pass bundle. So as you can see here, this is the event part of the store page at the moment. And there you can see, there is the Legendary Hunter Cardinal Rain, which is the one you get with the Battle Pass bundle. Yay, one down. But as you can see, there's two legendary skins to go. There is a fourth Legendary Hunter, which clocks in at 1,200 Blood Bonds. And there's also a Legendary Waxed Dynamite Stick, which clocks in at 1,000 Blood Bonds cost. So, just to break it down for you again, if you wanna get everything, every single event exclusive legendary item in this event, you would have to get the Battle Pass bundle for 3,150 Blood Bonds, then pay 1,200 for the fourth Hunter, and you had to pay another 1,000 for the Legendary Waxed Dynamite Stick. That is 5,350 Blood Bonds that you have to spend. Now, I hear you screaming in the comments, but what about the extra challenges? What about the progress Blood Bonds? Alright, fair enough. You get 600 Blood Bonds if you manage to complete the whole event progression. And if you do not miss a single challenge, you do get another 450 Blood Bonds. That clocks in at 4,300 Blood Bonds that you would have to spend to potentially get all the event exclusives. Because remember, you do have to also put in the time and effort to grind not only all the event levels, but also the challenges, which refresh roughly every 6 days, I believe. 4,300 Blood Bonds. That is 43 euros. Let's just say for the sake of the argument, you actually have 0 Blood Bonds. You're completely fresh and you don't have any Blood Bonds yet. And you still want to get everything. You will have to spend roughly 43 euros for you to be able to buy everything this event has to offer, legendary skin wise. and you have to put in a lot of hours and a lot of effort to just unlock everything. That is absolute crazy in my opinion. Hunt, the base game, costs roughly $40. So to get every legendary, you would have to pay more than you would have to pay for the base game. And this, in my opinion, just creates a huge FOMO, the fear of missing out. Compare that to the previous events, the first couple of events we had with Hunt Showdown, where you could just play through the event and you would be able to unlock everything. Legendary weapon skins and a legendary hunter at the end. Everything is just bloated up, the events get longer and longer, and they have to kind of pad the progression, which they do with adding the new weapon variants and the new weapons as unlocks. But remember, you still get these weapons just through progressing through your bloodline later after the event is over. So that, in my opinion, is just complete a turn for the worse when it comes to the monetization tactics and strategies that Hunt is employing at the moment in their newest event. And I kind of just had to get that off my chest. I had to get that calculation off my chest just to share with you how insane it actually is, how much money you would have to potentially spend. Because as someone who plays the game regularly, and a lot in my opinion, I did have roughly over 4,000 blood bonds when I started the event, and I could have bought the Battle Pass bundle. I would not have had enough blood bonds to buy the bundle and all the extra legendary skins and hunters that this event offers. I would not have been able to afford it, despite playing the game a lot every week basically. And man, that just leaves a complete sour taste in my mouth. The last thing I'm gonna leave you with though, in my opinion, that is just the kicker. I just released a short about that, but you can pay 200 blood bonds for each event level that you want to skip. So you could start the event and pay an additional 10,000 blood bonds, which is $100, mind you, to just skip to the end, boom, you're done, the event is finished. Why do we have an event if we can just skip to the end, if we just chuck enough money at the blood bond store and just buy ourselves all the new guns, all the new fancy skins? Alright, after a couple of minutes daddling with PayPal and all that, I finished the event, I'm done, thank you Crytek, great thing. Great freaking event. That, in my opinion, is just an absolute skip the grind button. They made the whole thing, as I've said, bloated, longer, more grindy. And I've heard people and friends say, despite having the challenges of the Battle Pass, they still struggle to progress through the event. And now I know that might not be the case for everyone. I can already see the comments below. I'm a truck driver and I only play 2 hours every Saturday and I finished the event in 2 weeks. Alright, that's great for you, but not everyone has the time and dedication to just put that amount of effort in a video game event. And that, my friends, is gonna be all for me. Sorry for the long ramble. I just wanted to break it all down for you. I just wanted to get it off my chest. Let me know what you think about the, in my opinion, worsening monetization tactics, the fear of missing out that is being deployed here, and also I'm just gonna call it the scummy little tactics where they want to get you to spend more blood bonds and money potentially on blood bonds for you to get everything this event has to offer. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to have a civil discourse in the comments below. And with that being said, I wish you all a very nice morning, night, evening, wherever you might be. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and hopefully see you next stream. Until then, bye bye.
Xardas. Für Xardas. Macht bedeutet alles. Du hast dich entschieden. Für Xardas. Xardas. Für Xardas.